YouTube. It is Friday, the 22nd of November 2019, and it is around about 7 in the morning. I can't remember what time it is exactly. I've just come down to the lobby for my morning smoke. I'm probably going to have another one before I go back up to the room because there's no smoking room. But I thought I would show you the museum that they have here at the hotel. Now you have this part that shows you about all the celebrities that have stayed over at the years, and kind of shows you the things here. And this room here is actually the lobby, which I'll try and show you at some point. And there's more over here. Now, we were told that we were booked into this hotel because it is a bit of an icon in that you have the top of the mark, which is at the very top floor, and it's a restaurant and bar. It is just beyond anything I can describe to you. You will have to see it when we go up, because the views from it look incredible. So in here you have these pictures, and this is what the hotel has looked like throughout the years. I'm presuming that must be after the earthquake or something like that. But that's what it is at the minute. It's obviously being built. But you have like all these memories. Just amazing. But this is something, you know, you've got to be here to really take it in. I'm just kind of going fast over all of this. That I think is at the top of the mark. That's the lobby again. More of the lobby. I think that's kind of similar to how the lobby is at the minute. Let me see if I can show you. I don't really want to video too many people, but it's incredibly posh. So happy to be here. So you have our main entrance. We have reception. And then, look at this. Gold lifts.
Box downstairs, okay? All right.
Well, breakfast done, which I will try and show you one day, because that breakfast area is incredible. And we found that there's a Chinese breakfast section as well, we didn't even know about. Oh God. We watched, before we came here, this fella's review of the hotel. And he was saying that, you know, the rooms were kind of adequate and that sort of thing, and the breakfast was very, very poor. Only, you know, very small selection. And yet we're here, and we're like, quite a bit actually. Like, it's, in terms of like hot things, there's like 5 or 6 things. Loads of cereals, loads of fruit, loads of smoothies, yogurts. I'm getting American. But there is loads of things for you to have. which is why every morning up to now we've had 2 rounds. Mine just consists of pancakes, waffles, bacon, sausage, you know, the healthy things. That's what I go for. So yeah, we've got an idea of what we want to do, where we want to go, and we're going to go and do it. So yeah, let's start the journey. So first stop for today is the Fairmont. We've been told to go in, have a look at the lobby because it's amazing. So we're going in, having a look at the lobby, and then we're going to walk down to Macy's. Wow. Fucking hell. Amazing. Oh my good God. This is incredible. Oh, look at Santa stuck up the chimney. Well, that's why he won't be visiting mine. Yeah, for anyone wondering, it actually smells of gingerbread in here. I think that's meant to be a gingerbread house or something like that. This is stunning. Absolutely.
The same one.
Oh. So, as we're walking down here, we've been told it's about 5 blocks to Macy's, but I just thought this might give you a bit of a better context as to how steep it is around here. Now, probably can't pick it up on the camera, but all of the wheels that the cars can turn are turned in or out, so that if the handbrake fails for whatever reason, then the car will only roll into the pavement. It won't roll into the main part of the road. Or pizzeria.
Pizzeria.
Okay.
pizza here. No, it's pizza there.
Mum.
Well, it's just as bad as your joke about the little thingy. Look, not built up your joke.
That is brilliant. Oh my god. This is level. That's how steep it is. And here comes a cable car. Look at that, a proper diner.
I've just thought we might be on the hop-on, hop-off bus. If you think I'm walking up all that way home,
No.
piggyback me. No, I mean me on you, not the other way around, you know?
Yeah, I think.
Oh, there's a Mackey's.
Oh yeah. My second. Yeah, Mum, quick. Mum, come here. Rah rah. Rah rah. Well, that came down with a bit of a thud, didn't it? This is amazing. So this is Union Square. We've just bought our passes for the hop-on, hop-off bus tour. And I think they have an ice rink over here. So they're definitely in the Christmas spirit of things. Everywhere you go there's people smoking weed. It's really bizarre. But I'm very chill about it. I think I might have one before I go home. Just need to find out where the fucking hell you buy it. Oh. So we've got our hop-on and hop-off passes.
Check.
We're on the bus. He's checked. Everyone's checked. So yeah, we're going to have a little bit of a tour, and we're going to jump off at stop 18, which is for the gastro. And
Back here.
what?
Are we coming back here?
Why pay $2 more when we paid for
I
this?
don't think my legs can take it.
But yeah.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Morning.
My name's Peter. I'm your tour guide and I've been as a driver. Is this everyone's first time on our bus?
Yeah.
Welcome. So, as you know, it's a 21-stop loop. I recommend this is the first time you take the whole tour unless you've been here before, and then with my help, you know what to do at each stop. There's a couple of rules. We don't want people walking around or standing while the bus is in motion. I'll put it this way: Germany has 85 million people, California 40. There's more lawyers in California than Germany. And there is no smoking on this bus. That includes tobacco. If you want to vape, you can always take the marijuana bus tour, but not on this bus. This is not a Cheech and Chong bus. So, this is stop 1 on your map, called Union Square. It's called Union Square because California was only 11 years old when the Civil War started as the 31st state. And the smart people like Mark Twain came out here. There was no fighting out here. People too busy looking for gold and silver. He was an editor at the Virginian newspaper in Virginia City during the Silver Rush, the Comstock Lode in Virginia City. Now, the statue in the middle of the square celebrates America's victory over Spain in the Battle of Manila in the Spanish-American War of 1898. And the model on top, a 6-foot-tall beauty named Alma, 19 years old, married the 45-year-old man in charge of all the sugar on the West Coast, Adolf Spreckels. And when Alma introduced her new husband to her friends and family, she said, "Meet my sugar daddy." That is the genesis of the term sugar daddy. Now it makes sense. Now, across the street is the grand dam of all hotels in San Francisco, just the 2 skinny towers at first. Inaugurated in 1904, the St. Francis, just in time for the 1906 earthquake and fire, the worst natural disaster to befall in the American city. I survived the 1989 quake, 6.8 on a Richter scale, a moderate quake, 65 dead or so. But this quake was a different story. It was 8.3 on the Richter scale, 30 times stronger. The problem was it dislodged the water mains that fed the horse-drawn fire engines. So the firemen did their job. They went to where the fires were, and well, they tried to pump water, no water. So the fire raged for 4 days and 3 nights, killing 3,000 to 6,000 people and destroying 30,000 plus buildings. All this was all gone, all gutted, burned down, except for exterior of the hotel. What the owners of the hotel did after the quake, they put long tables out in Union Square and fed everyone for free for weeks. That's probably more than what FEMA does nowadays. And it's a heck of a lot better than throwing paper towels at people in Puerto Rico, if you know what I mean. And now, behind us is the only moving national monument in America called the cable car. Andrew Holliday came out here in 1873, a Scottish immigrant, and he saw the horses collapse on one of our 57 hills. We have the second hilliest city in North and South America after Bogota, Colombia, major city. And so he had a system of moving ore in mines, a pulley system. And so, to simplify, he basically converted that to human use. Now, all 3 cable car lines meet on top of Nob Hill there, where the 1%ers lived and still live. We locals call it Snob Hill. And where all 3 meet on top, there's a cable car museum. It's free. You can actually see the cable moving. If you're driving behind a cable car, you are moving at 9.5 miles an hour, 1873 technology. Now, there were 23 lines, now there's 3. Now, you see how long the line is on this one? We're going to go past all 3 cable car lines. The California Street cable car line, the only east-west one, there's hardly ever a line there. Nobody likes waiting in line. Welcome aboard. Watch the board. Thank you. And on top of that, Nob Hill is where all the railroad, gold and silver barons had their huge mansions. Well, the fire did not discriminate between rich and poor. That was all burned down except for 2 structures. The new Fairmont Hotel, inaugurated in 1905, and one of the railroad mansions, the Flood Mansion. And guess what they were made out of? The same as the St. Francis brownstone. Everything else was gutted and burned down. Now, only 3 blocks from where we're starting here is Chinatown. That's the stop number 2. I don't suppose anyone's getting out there because we're just getting started. But the Chinese came out here just like everyone else to make their fortune in gold. And before 1848, this was a sleepy little town called Yerba Buena, the uppermost reaches of the Spanish and later Mexican empires. And then John Marshall found gold 90 miles north of here near Sutter's Mill. Then all bets were off. 3 years later, there were 35,000 people here. By 1900, 500,000, the fastest growing city in America's history. The Chinese are not treated very well when they came out here. They were forced to live in a ghetto. That means they have to show ID if they're going outside the confines of Chinatown, which grew from 4 square blocks to 6 to 10. The oldest and largest settlement of Chinese outside of Asia. They also helped build the first transcontinental railway. Did anyone see that Netflix series, Hell on Wheels? Pretty cool. That Norwegian guy got what he deserved.
I haven't seen it all yet.
Oh, never mind. I'm not going to tell you anymore.
We went in the river and then suddenly it was bad.
I know, I'm not going to tell you anymore because it's a great show. That talks about this. This is the 150th anniversary of the first time you could actually board a train from New York City all the way to San Francisco, 3,000 miles. That was a big deal in 1869. From the east to the west came the Irish and German railroad workers, and from the west to the east came the Chinese, and they have the record, 10.4 miles in one day. I think the Irish and Germans were too hungover from drinking whiskey the night before, and schnapps. And so Chinatown totally burned down in the 1906 earthquake and fire, except for the steeple of the church. And the greedy Mayor Schmitz and his allies wanted to kick the Chinese out, but they made a compromise. They made a deal. The deal was get rid of the opium dens, houses of ill repute, open up for tourism, and then the Chinese were allowed to live and wander outside the gates of Chinatown. A win-win for everybody. You'll see the green gates of Chinatown when we go up there, donated by the government of Taiwan in 1970. In Mandarin it says under the gate, we are all equal under the gates of heaven, except for maybe communist China. Just a joke. And in front of that gate, you'll notice a circle of bricks. We learned our lesson from 1906. It is a water cistern. It's got 2 Olympic-sized swimming pools full of water. We have 80 of those in town. Our firemen will always have water. And 1906 will never repeat. Because a big one's bound to happen sooner or later. Hopefully not while you're here. Inside this hotel is beautiful. They have some memorabilia from the earthquake. It's kind of cool. You can go in there. It's really nice inside. Now, whoever is in the occupies the presidential suite gets to fly their flag in front, unless it's a national holiday. Is that the New Zealand or Australian?
New Zealand.
New Zealand, right? So some Kiwis are in the presidential suite. The Fat Tower was added in 1908. Now, when we get back after the second run, if you're still on the bus, come back here for happy hour. I'll recommend a few good places. One of my favorites is the Cheesecake Factory at Macy's. Anyone ever been to one? That's a good chain. Applebee's, bad chain in my opinion. There's also the tap room up the street here next to the Chancellor Hotel. Until 5 o'clock you get a 16-ounce beer, a half-pound burger and fries for just $15. That's not bad. I only recommend places I've been to myself. I might save you a lot of money with my suggestions. That way you might have something left to give Levin and myself as a decent tip if you enjoy the tour only. You'll save a lot more money than the tip, probably. Just a hint. Because we get paid weekly, very weekly. At least you saved enough to go on vacation.
Yes, we won a competition.
Awesome. What competition did you win?
We had to nominate the best living female artist, and we picked Cher.
Oh, that's a good choice.
Yeah.
So they brought us here to see her.
Yeah.
Oh, she was. Oh, damn! I missed it.
Yeah. Chase Center. She was
She
on.
sing half breed.
No.
She get on a horse and that's like a Native American. Although she's Armenian.
Probably how she got there.
Yeah. She's Armenian.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's awesome. Did she look good for her age? She's at least 70, isn't she?
73.
Wow. Congratulations. That's a good choice.
Yes.
At least you didn't say Lady Gaga.
Well, yeah.
I usually say Lady Gaga. Madonna's a close second, maybe.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Fleetwood Mac.
Oh yes. Yeah. Love
Stevie
Fleetwood
Nicks.
Mac. Yeah.
Definitely. You had rumors of Fleetwood Mac, didn't you?
Huh?
Rumors of
Oh, that's
Fleetwood
awesome.
Mac have been here.
The band.
Well,
the touring band.
I think half of them are English.
Yeah.
Oh, you know them?
Friends.
Yeah.
Really? Awesome.
Yeah.
Those are good friends to have. Big Fleet was pretty tall, isn't he? Big guy.
Oh, he is, yes.
Yeah.
Good sense of humor.
Yes.
So this is the shop to drop area. This is where girlfriend or wife wants to go into Tiffany's, some doors, and then the boyfriend or husband says, "Don't go in there, honey. Let's go have lunch in Chinatown."
He's all you can.
How long did Sheriff perform for?
It was about an hour and a half. Yeah.
And
Where,
I-
the Warfield or?
No? Chase?
Oh, the new
Yeah, the
basketball
Chase Centre,
stadium.
yeah.
Awesome.
And
Yeah.
Nile
I've even
Rodgers
been
was
there.
the supporter.
Oh,
Nile Rodgers and Sheep.
oh. Now, is that a nice stadium? It's brand new.
Oh,
Massive.
brilliant.
Massive.
They shall share at the new basketball stadium for our Warriors. Awesome. It better be awesome for $1 billion.
Yes. Yeah.
Now, not far from there is the baseball stadium. I don't want to go there when there's a baseball game and a basketball game on the same day.
Wow. Yeah, that would be.
I think it might overlap just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, these are my two favorite flags. My family's from Switzerland, and that's the American flag. Two of the three oldest democracies in the world. Just like the British don't celebrate July 4th, the Austrians don't celebrate August 1st when they kicked out the Habsburgs in 1291, but we kept their castle. That's ours. The first coach store in the whole wide world across the street, 1941. Sensible ladies like their coach bags so they last forever. Just before we entered the war, this opened up. There are the gates, Chinatown I was telling you about. The oldest and largest Chinese community outside of Asia. Now it's 115,000 residents in 10 square blocks. Now, does anyone like dim sum, the Chinese appetizer? I go 3 blocks up to the house of dim sum on Washington Street. It's awesome. For $15, you'll be full. And there's some green lanterns when you walk through the gate with dragons on them. That was from the 1915 World's Fair, Panama Pacific International World's Fair. We'll talk more about that later. The Chinese had the biggest exhibit there to celebrate their newfound democracy. Believe it or not, between 1911 and 1925, China had democracy under the great Dr. Sun Yat-sen. When he died, Chiang Kai-shek, the military dictator, hijacked this Kuomintang party, and then we've had communists ever since. That's why I'm proud of those people from Hong Kong standing up to the communists. They made a deal with the British. 2 systems, 1 state, and they're trying to mess with that. And that's why 1.7 million of the 7 million residents of Hong Kong rose up. It's still going on.
Made of.
Could have been worse.
Could have been better. Oh, you were right. Ooh, unlucky.
Right, go on, beat me. Look at this. Warming up. Right, 290 to beat. Go on. he? Not far off me?
Too far.
Oh, actually, hold that up. This is what my mum bought in the shop before. Is that the right way up? Look at that. Isn't that fab? And you're made up, aren't you? It goes with the bag. Yeah, it does.
See?
Yeah.
Perfect.
In every way.
Simply perfect in every way. Except.
I'll get my bag. Oh! This arcade's quite good fun. I'm enjoying it in here. This is down from the main pier, which is Pier 39, and this is full of the old games and arcade machines. They have them over there where it's sex that you can watch. Honestly. Oh my god, there are some very creepy ones in here like this. If you are easily offended, do not play this machine. But yeah, it's brilliant in here. How is it? Nice? I'm going to have a go as well. Oh, when in Rome. Realise you're not in Rome, you're in San Francisco. Right, so I'll put my quarters in. And this is going to vibrate. This beats sitting on the washing machine. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh, how much do you reckon these are to get home?
Get one in big case, but I'll try.
Oh, I would. Oh, this is fab.
I think the neighbours might wonder what I'm doing.
Might be quieter than normal.
Oh, that's better.
Hello. Hello.
That was terrible, wasn't it?
No, I don't want to be friends. Trying to add me on Facebook. That'll be really good. I'll follow you on Twitter. No? No. Your loss. I'll post some good stuff. What about you two? No? Oh.
It's where we had a big gun. I'll put it this way. I call this the Pacific Wall. The Atlantic Wall was pierced by D-Day, June 6, 1944. This wall was never pierced. Big guns here, machine gun nests, they had fighter planes here. Now people just walk their dogs and fly kites here. This is a former military base called Presidio. Remember I told you about the Spanish ship 1775? In 1776 they put the fortress here, the Presidio, guarding the entrance to the bay. It was small, it eventually grew to 2 miles by 2 miles. And also to let the Russians know this is Spanish territory. What the heck were the Russians doing here? They were here for the biggest trade in the world business called the fur trade. They were hunting beavers, sea lions, and those cute sea otters for their Russian coats and hats for their terrible winters. and they overfished. They killed so many sea otters, over 50,000. To this day, there's only 3,000 to 4,000 sea otters left. They never fully recovered. Joseph Strauss was in charge of this bridge, built it over this national monument. Now, both bridges, the Bay Bridge and the Golden Gate Bridge, were started at the same time in 1932. But we're going through a depression. So President Franklin Roosevelt said, I know you need two bridges, we're only paying for one. The 6 Mile Bay Bridge over there. This bridge was built with private funds, raised by the flamboyant Joseph Strauss, the chief engineer, Charles C. Ellis, a graduate of Purdue University, Boilermaker, it's still a great engineering school. They hated each other because Charles said, you're taking too long. Well, guess what? This bridge is still standing because of Mr. Ellis. It was very hard to figure out how to build this bridge to withstand those heavy winds that come through here. And he fired him a few weeks before they finished the bridge. Mr. Ellis was dying. That's not Charles' bridge, that's my bridge. He's probably right. So the main bridge, he's taking the island of all not the crazy. The island of the new bridge, 2,000, going from the island to Oakland, because the double-decker bridge from Oakland, making the island to Oakland, but the great of 1889. Here's the middle of the bridge. 12 years to the last bridge with steel from China, very much salt water under the water good day. It was up to 16. But island there, the darkest island called West Island. Just for 1930, we were out there. We have that time of the affairs. It was in September, in the river. Europe and East Coast America and Canada by the Gulf Stream. We have the Arctic blast from Alaska, San Francisco, Washington sides. That's why it's always cold and windy here. Now, when we go back, we're going to go faster. We're going to go back to I do this every day. This is nothing right now. I'm not going into one wind. Going back, we're going against the wind. And that's all my ball seeker against the wind. Here for 10 minutes. This is the bathrooms in the middle. In front of the bathrooms is a statue of the unknown sailor, similar to the statue at Sacred Ground. Has anyone ever been to the USS Arizona Memorial in Pearl Harbor, Hawaii? The site of a dastardly sneak attack.
So, as you've probably just heard, your ears might have just recovered. We've crossed over the Golden Gate Bridge. We pulled into this parking lot. We have 10 minutes here, and then we're going to go back over against the wind, and we're going to be going faster, so that's going to be fun. This is San Francisco. I'm not going to be able to video much more because the battery is about to go on my camera, but we're going to do the Castro on another day, on the Monday before we go home, and I think we're going to go back to Union Square, have a little look around Macy's and that sort of thing, probably get the cable car up to the hotel, go and chill for a bit because we are both hot, and then I think tonight, are we going to go up to the top of the Mark? Yeah? We'll go and have a drink at the top of the Mark. So, yeah, can't wait. See you in a bit. Yeah, you really did. Nope.
My God. This is what we wrote down this morning.
It is. We're on. So where these red flashing lights are is where we need to get off.
At the top.
Yeah.
This is where we get off.
Yeah.
You sure?
Just wait.
Wow, they look so good. California, so
Yeah, this is ours.
Thank
Thank you.
Come on, thank you.
Ah, that's what they mean. Look for the yellow. And here we are. I'm going to end the video log here because, well, because I can. And we've done our tram ride, and we are going to go back to the hotel room and we're just going to chill out. So, yes, no, come on. So, yeah, we will, well, we'll be back tomorrow. We will see you next Wednesday.